Howdy y'all, this is Thomas here checking in on Algorand, the greenest blockchain on the network, continuously making moves to better the environment. They had a great reception with the Times Square display of how much energy is used in Times Square and trying to demystify the energy consumption of blockchains, and bringing understanding that to the masses that not all blockchains are equivalent. And so what you might have a vice with one doesn't necessarily mean that all blockchains are bad and that the technology itself should be scrapped. So if you enjoy content like this, definitely like and subscribe. If you're an Algorand lover, holder, like and subscribe. I definitely like to check in on Algorand, one of my favorite layer one protocols that was ever invented. If you're unfamiliar with some of the deep dive, go check out Lex Friedman podcast, as he sits down with the creator of Algo, and they really go deep for hours on the creation and the reasons behind that, and also his credentials as a doxed developer. So check that out. Huge upside on Algorand, and I really enjoy this move that they made here, which makes me more bullish on carbon credits. If you're unfamiliar with carbon credits, check out some of my other content directly related to carbon credits and carbon streaming companies that are little known, as this is a really emerging asset class. It's not completely new. It's been around for over 20 years, but the technology is starting to become available so that this can be incorporated, and you have huge institutional investment happening around ESG, and the largest companies in the world are deciding that they're not going to no longer invest in companies that don't have outstanding ESG plans. So Algorand will automatically offset carbon emissions with smart contracts. So that already tells you that there's going to be a continuous burn. This is like a carbon credit burn written into the coding of Algorand. So you know what happens when you burn, when you're burning tokens, it's going to apply the same kind of concept to the carbon credits. So Algorand has officially implemented the first smart contract that will automate the offsetting of carbon emissions. In a press release shared by CryptoSlate, Algorand said that it is doubling down on its commitment to the environment, which they already have done a great job bringing social awareness to carbon credits and offsetting and becoming a climate positive, carbon negative company. Algorand's self-sustainability will be funded by transaction fees. Definitely always track what the fees are, the transaction fees are going to. That tells you a lot of the core principles of a blockchain, of the development, what they feel is important. Sustainability has been the core component of Algorand ever since it was founded in 2017. It's a long time ago, and they've never had a break in their in the chain. They've consistently worked for for years now, and that's a major thing. If you want institutional investing, they need to know that your product is sustainable and going to be long lasting and isn't going to have hiccups. So that is that's really good. It builds the confidence that these big institutions need to invest with you, because they need to be responsible for their money. Designed to be energy efficient, the network's unique proof of stake consensus mechanism requires minimum energy to compute, but still provides the high speed, instant finality usually associated with proof of work. So you got Naveed here, the vice president of engineering, another genius. They're always got geniuses working in Algorand. I'm gonna give them credit for it. They do spend the dollars to get the top talent in the industries to revolutionize this emerging technology. So Algorand told CryptoSlate that efficiency and minimum energy footprint must be table stakes for all enduring future technology. I completely agree with them. If you're not into carbon credits, you're missing out on a huge opportunity with massive growth. So definitely check that out. Of course, not financial advice. I'm just offering an opportunity for you to get started on your path of due diligence. So like I said, got those in the uh, on the channel as well. So go just look through some of those videos, check out some of my previous videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about if you're unfamiliar. This is why Algorand decided to introduce a self-sustaining smart contract that will automatically allocate a portion of every transaction fee to offset its carbon emissions. So that's a big statement there. Every transaction is going to be going to burn carbon credits. This is massive. It will be picked up by the people that are hip to future force. They have the foresight to diversify and understand that that there's large opportunities everywhere. You don't want to have your entire farm producing one crop. If you don't know anything about the hazardous nature of putting all your eggs in one basket, that is a saying for a reason. So definitely think of that. And like I said, like and subscribe if you enjoy some content that gives you a different perspective and allowing your eyes to see different perspectives, different opportunities. Keep along, do your due diligence. Like and subscribe. See you on